clear. Go.
Salutations, Choomba! When covering Cyberpunk 2077 on YouTube, one of the most common questions I receive is, what is a Choomba? Or to be more precise, why is Kazuliski calling me a Choomba from the Super Mario Bros. Franchise?
It's me, Mario!
Given that many gamers who are interested in Cyberpunk 2077 will not have played Cyberpunk 2020 previously, I thought it would be fun to cover some of the Cyberpunk slang and phrases used in Mike Pondsmith's Cyberpunk world. CD Projekt Red will be adding a myriad of their own phrases to the mix, as evidenced by the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay demo, which I will also cover here.
Won't be needing this anymore, pussy.
Choomba, also known as Chombata, is Neo-Afro-American slang for friend or family member. In case you are wondering, in Super Mario, Choombas are actually giant Goombas found in Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, but it has no relation to Cyberpunk whatsoever. Swiftly moving on. Chew-2, pronounced Chew-2, or simply Chew, is either street slang for alcohol or the name of the superfuel the vehicles in Cyberpunk 2077 utilize. When the fossil fuel crisis began to affect the industrialized community in the late 1990s, a genetic engineering company, Biotechnica, came up with Chew-2. It should be noted that Chew-2 is not its actual chemical formula, it is just a moniker for marketing purposes. Chew-2 is a complex grain alcohol produced from genetically altered wheat, Triticium vulgaris megasuavis. Alcoholic drinks such as the Silver Hand are basically a shot of vodka mixed with brandy and a few drops of Chew-2 for added flavour. Chroma is a heavy metal rock fan. Chroma gangs base their activities around their favourite rock bands, interpreting song lyrics as orders from their heroes. Most chromatic rock gangs are into totally senseless random acts of violence as a means of expression, such as the Steel Slaughter's Slammers. Boosters are any member of a gang that is characterized by cyberware, leather clothing, and random violence. Cybered up is to get as much cyberware implanted as possible before going over the edge. Dwarfs are synthetic endorphins, a designer drug that increases healing powers, limits fatigue, and produces a rush similar to a second wind. They increase the user's strength but reduce reflexes. Exotics are biosculpted humans with non-human elements. Almost anything is available if you have enough eddies. With sophisticated nanosurgery, cloning, gene matching, and grafting, specialist companies such as Biotechnica could change a person's appearance to almost any specification. Catwoman, elf, ogre, or your #1 anime waifu.
Hey, when it comes to the thief trade, secrecy is the first rule.
Going LEO means to make a trip to the low Earth orbit, or one of the space stations such as Crystal Palace. This usually involves dealing with orbital air. The Orbital Air Space Center is a location that featured on a subway map in the Cyberpunk 2077 E3 trailer, alongside several advertisements for Sky is No Limit in the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay demo. Poser gangs are any group whose members all adopt a specific look, style, or body sculpt, and usually emulate someone famous. It could be a movie star, a historical figure, or even fictional characters. Posers adopt the clone look for protection, identification, and impact. Imagine being in a room with 9 clones of your favourite anime character. Poser gangs include the Willow Sisterhood, a group of young women who are as deadly as they are beautiful. These members sculpt themselves to resemble the most beautiful women from the past and present, fictional and real. Many sisters are also mistresses or bodyguards to powerful corporates and fixers. Aerodynes are jet-powered, ducted fan vehicles that can hover and cruise up to 2,000 feet. They are primarily used in cities where short-range vertical travel is common and are popular with organizations such as the Trauma Team.
Hey, give us a lift out of here? No problem.
Bones McCoy, a compressed air hypodermic or air hypo, a reference to Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy from Star Trek.
Damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a torpedo technician.
The fact that you're a doctor is precisely why I need you to listen very carefully.
It's used on Sandra Dorset when she began to flatline during the quest Breaking Through.
Jackie, air hypo!
Get China!
Brain potato is sometimes used to describe someone who is a braindance addict.
Potatoes.
Chippin In has several meanings, whether it is buying cyberware for the first time, to cast your lot with a group or to connect with a machine. It is also the name of a song by Samurai Rocker Boy, Johnny Silverhand, which was played in V's apartment. Cyberpsychosis is a form of serious mental illness characterized by homicidal acts, random violence, and sociopathic behavior which is brought on by acquiring too much implanted cyberware. Cyber squads or police detachments specialized to handle cybernetically enhanced criminals, often armed with vehicle-stopping weapons and armor. These groups have a variety of names, with the most commonly known one being C-SWAT, an acronym for Cybernetic Special Weapons and Tactical Squad, and MaxTac, Maximum Force Tactical Division. Chrome Bangers is a derogatory term for the C-SWAT team or Psycho Squads. A data fortress is a computer that has been protected by digital encryptions and powerful anti-personnel programs such as ICE to keep out hackers. ICE is an acronym for Intrusion Countermeasure Electronics. The term was popularized by William Gibson in his short story Burning Chrome, which also introduced the term cyberspace. An icebreaker is a program designed to overcome ICE. For instance, in Ghost in the Shell, offensive firewalls parallel black ice, in that they are able to kill anyone attempting access through the network, most often by causing a destructive voltage overload of the cyberbrain, resulting in irreversible brain death. Black ice refers to ice that are capable of killing the intruder if deemed necessary or appropriate. Edgerunner is another term used to describe cyberpunks. An Edgerunner is adept at using technology for his or her own ends, surfing the interface of anarchy and danger to survive. Eddies are Eurodollars, the most commonly accepted standard currency in the modern world. The Eurodollar originates from a treaty of 1992, which established the European Economic Community. The common currency unit, the Eurodollar, was established based on average value in gold of all currencies combined. Trapped in paranoid isolationism, the US declined to enter, and subsequently suffered an economic crash. Jackie Wellis used a variety of Spanish and Chicano during the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay demo. Very well.
Híjole. Fucking finally.
Can mean surprise, annoyance, or basically short for son of a.
Órale, lead the way, Jaina.
Indicates excitement, like hell yeah.
Come on, Jaina, make the dock wait. Pull some pants on your culo and get down here. Subway entrance, and bring your iron.
A Spanish slang term commonly used by Chicanos, Mexican Americans in the United States. It roughly translates to sweetheart. It's a term of endearment sometimes used for a person's girlfriend, but Jackie uses it more like a diminutive phrase such as babe.
Terminado! Won't be needing this anymore, pussy.
Means finished, rather than terminated, which probably sounds better.
You're a terminated fucker.
Cabrones.
Has a variety of meanings including jerk, asshole, or F-bomb, depending on the context.
Oh, mierda, she's flatlining!
Another word for excrement.
Fuera, get her out, terrorist!
Go outside, generally what you would say to someone who often plays Fortnite.
This pendejo.
That's a dick.
Hey, carnal!
Basically means bro, or brother, perhaps another word for Choomba. And that brings us to an end of the current Cyberpunk phrase list. No doubt CD Projekt Red will significantly expand upon the current Cyberpunk lexicon once Cyberpunk 2077 is released. Hey Goomba, I'm Kazuliski and I hope you found the Cyberpunk 2077 discussion on phrases to be informative. Are you interested in more Cyberpunk 2077 content? Then be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or feedback, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.